Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today's topic is forgive but never forget. Forgive but never forget. Okay, before we dive into this message, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to this channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions. And I will either answer them privately through the email or share them online with the collective, and it can be your decision. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So just go down to the description all the way to the bottom, and you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on that link, and there you have it. Okay. Now it's time for today's affirmation. And here it is. I am breaking free of any limits I have placed upon myself. Okay, ladies, let this sink in. I am breaking free of any limits I have placed on myself. You know, a lot of times we put limits on ourselves because of our beliefs and our fears. You see, we're afraid to step outside of our comfort zone so many times. And quite often, that's where your blessing is. So let this sink into your spirit today. I am breaking free from any limits that I have placed on myself. Okay, as you go through your day, let this rest in your heart that you are breaking free from any limits that you've already placed on yourself. All right, now before we dive into the message today, to show my appreciation for your support, I will be giving away this Oracle deck once this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. Okay, and once we reach that number, I will be randomly choosing one of the subscribers to receive this deck. Okay, so good luck to you. Now, don't be fooled if you get an email saying you're the winner. No, the winner will not be announced until this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. And I will announce the winner on the channel. Okay, on the video that day that we reach that 100,000 mark, I will announce the winner. Okay, so there won't be any mistake. So if anybody is contacting you and saying you're the winner, it's not me. Okay, I will not be soliciting you for your letters or readings or anything like that. It's not me. Okay, so good luck. All you need to be is a subscriber, and once we hit that mark, then we'll have a winner. All right, now let's dive into the lesson today. And the message is to forgive but never forget. What does that mean? You know, there's a saying out here, to forgive and forget. You know, just put whatever has happened to you, just put it, act like it never happened and go forward. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And I want to explain what I mean with that. To get over trauma in your life, during your healing process, you will need to forgive. You would need to forgive what happened. Okay? All right? You don't hold any grudges to the person or anything. What happened, happened. Okay, so you don't go away feeling revengeful or you need justice or anything like that. That is forgiveness. All right? Now, what about the forgetting part? Never forget. Never forget it. If someone has hurt you, never forget what happened. Never forget what happened. You're going to forgive. You're going to forgive the incident, what happened. You understand? You don't have any grudges or whatever. But don't forget it. And the reason I'm saying don't forget it is because if you do, you're bound to repeat it. That's why you don't want to forget it. Okay? So, and I'm telling you this only because I know that many of you are encouraged when things happen to forget it like it never happened. Just go on with your life like it never happened. I'm saying no. No. During your healing process, as a matter of fact, the universe will show you what happened and why it happened. Show you your part in it and the person's part in it. You understand? So you will know all of the details of the situation. It's for you not to forget, but not to repeat. That's the lesson. You understand? But if you've forgotten it, you're bound to repeat it. You're bound to repeat it. Forgive, but never forget. That's the message for today. And it was inspired by a letter that came in. So let's read the letter and see what she says, okay? Okay. She says, 20-something years ago, I left my husband for another man. I also left the state and my children with him because he was and still is an excellent father. Okay. Let me say briefly, I definitely wanted to bring my kids, but he was so devastated that he said if I was to take them, he didn't know what he would do. I left, but down the road, he and his new wife got a divorce, and he asked me if our kids could live with me. To make a very long story short as possible, we all healed, and so did I. Okay. I once asked him if he had forgiven me, and he said yes. One thing he did tell me, that no matter what happens, he will always love me. We are good friends now, mostly because our kids who are grown and we have grandkids. My husband has recently died, and let me say, it was a very rocky relationship. Well, I'm not surprised by that. You're going to leave a husband with children to go run off with a man and you thought you was going to have a happily ever after? Impossible. Impossible. Up and down. He could accept accept my children. I am good, but my mind keeps running back to my first husband. He is since divorced and single, and probably happy. Once he even stayed at my house, just me and him, and we laughed and talked about old times. Yeah, because you're trying to get back in. You're trying to get back in. Your kids are grown. That responsibility isn't there. You see, that responsibility that you ran away from in the first place is not there anymore. So yeah, you understand? You probably do want to get right back in. At that time, he had a girlfriend, and I was separated once again from my husband. My thoughts are to ask him if we should try again. No, I don't think. I think that's a mistake. No, no, no. My daughter says no because she is close to her stepmom and she feels it would be awkward. I feel it would be unfair for you to do that. That's what I feel. I feel that you would definitely be in the wrong to mess with him now. I know I would be taking a chance of rejection, but what if he says yes? Okay, here's my thought. Even if he says yes, I don't think it's going to turn out the way that you hope. I really don't. You got too much bad blood there. He forgave you for what you did, but he hasn't forgotten what you did. He forgave it, but he hasn't forgotten it. And you can't expect for him to forget it. That's a big thing. You ran off with another man and left your him and your children. And now since your kids are grown up and can take care of themselves or whatever, now you want him back. No. No. If he says yes, it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. Okay? I'm telling you that. It's not going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. Number one, you say in the letter that you have healed. You know what? What does that mean to you? That you heal? Does that mean that you both kind of, that he's not angry with you anymore? You can talk to him like a friend now that the kids are grown or whatever? Because the man that you ran away with, you probably didn't take your kids because he wouldn't take those kids. You even said in the letter he wouldn't accept the children. So you wanted the man bad enough that you run off with him and left your kids. Okay. But you left him with a good man. You left a good man. And then you got a man that probably treated you like trash. You see? You see? And now you figure that since there's no responsibilities really left there, and he's sitting there, you know, that you can just weasel right back on around there and pick it up where you left off. I think I think it's a bad idea. Of course, you got free will. You got free will and you do as you will. But the way that you are going about your business, you're headed for disaster. That's why I'm telling you it's a bad idea. It's not going to work out the way that you think it's going to work out. Just because he has forgiven what you did and he's friendly to you and everything, that doesn't mean he's stupid. You understand? You want to treat the man like he's stupid. From what I see. Listen, leave him alone. If you want a man, start over. Okay? You can start by really healing yourself. That's what you can start doing. Really healing yourself. And when I mean healing yourself, number one, you know, why are you running over there to him anyway? Do you need support from him or something? If you heal yourself, you'll be self-sufficient. And you won't be so quick to be trying to pick up something where you left off. When you left this man years ago and run off with another man, left him with your kids, I'm sure he was devastated. Devastated. And then he raised those kids, you know, without you. You went on with your new man and your life and everything. Now think about it. I'm trying to show you something. Now, you had a horrible life with the man you run off with. So now you divorced, separated or whatever. Now you're thinking about going back to him? Because the kids are not there. You don't have no responsibility about raising them. They grown now. But he's sitting there, you see? And you feel like he's an easy mark. I know why you're doing it. You feel like he's easy. It's not fair. It is not fair. And if you do that, you're going to pay. You're going to pay for that because it's deceptive. Deceptive. If you didn't love your husband in the first round good enough to stay with him and raise those kids, you don't love him now. Okay? You don't love him now. Maybe you just feel like you can use him now, and that's why you're looking back at him. I know that my message is a little harsh, but from your letter, that's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. My advice to you for your well-being, because I'm not just going to leave you hanging. Your well-being is to get on the right path. I don't even know why you feel like that you need to jump into another relationship right away and you just separated from this husband. Or whether you're separated or divorced or whatever, why are you looking to hook up with somebody else right away? That's a mistake right there. To hook up with anybody. You need to take time by yourself so that you can respect yourself and start loving yourself for real. You understand? And heal for real. Okay? Not just let time pass. You know, as time pass and you don't feel as angry. Of course, you didn't have anything to be angry about. But you felt like with time passing, see, he wouldn't be as angry and, you know, life. And you understand, you can just go right back and pick up where you left off. That's not fair. And if you do it, you're going to pay for it. And it's not going to be the happy ever after that you think it's going to be. Okay? And you can take that to the bank. All right? I hope that you understand. And I really hope that it helps you. Get on your spiritual path. And listen to your intuition. You understand? Let your intuition be your spiritual guide to a better life for yourself. And quit, all of these hopping from man to man to man to man games. Don't do that. That's no good. There's no good. You'll waste your whole life and still have nothing. Ladies, concentrate on yourself and your self-esteem. Raise your vibration. Work on yourself. Take some time off. Now, this message today was for forgiveness. And you can forgive, but don't forget. Because you don't want to repeat it. You don't want to repeat a horrible situation. And I'm telling you, if you are in a awful relationship and you manage to let it go, get away from it, do not hold anger and vengeful thoughts and about that relationship. Okay? You must start on your healing path. All right? Then you're focused on healing and not on what happened to you. Okay? And in the description, there are 2 links there. One is how to start your spiritual awakening, and the other link is a sister's channel, All Things Spiritual 777. And this is where you can find your daily meditations, some other affirmations, but just some sounds where you can just relax your mind. You can just watch and relax. And that's what you need. You need to start on your spiritual path to really healing and getting strong and knowing your power and knowing who you really are. Okay? And it has nothing to do with a man. It has to do with you. With you. So I hope that you understand the message. And I hope that the way that I said it wasn't offensive. But I just wanted you to understand this. It's very important that you are careful about what you do. It's very important because whatever actions you take in your life is going to come right back to you. Okay? Now remember, this is the man that you left for somebody else. You don't think karma going to come around and hit you in the behind for that? I just want you to understand. Love yourself. Get on your spiritual path, people. You do not have to suffer in this life. Many challenges that come to you in this life is because you are creating them. You are creating them yourself by not learning these lessons. And then by trying to cut corners. Then for trying to take advantage of people for your own benefit. All of these things are low vibration. And you want to be in the high vibrations. Okay? So I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope it helps. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to Miss Faye's World at hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World at hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of the letter, and I will comply. I want to thank you all for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for your comments and your letters. And a special thank you for those that leave a donation. I appreciate you all. I wish you all well, and I really hope to see you next time.